Hi everybody, I'm Xion, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back to a new video. So today, as you can see, my setup's a little different. I've been working on a bunch of new projects recently, working on more video essay kind of format stuff. I'm working on all kinds of different things, so stay tuned for that. But today, I thought I would talk about something that happened. So I was working on a video essay about some bigger topics. I couldn't help but notice that as I was working on one of my scripts, that one of my YouTube comments kept getting notifications. I was like, what the fuck? And not only that, it was on this video, so that was a little concerning. Now you all might be wondering, what the fuck did I comment? Here's my comment, and I'll read it out loud to you. So I commented, I totally get what he means when he says that a lot of younger people don't like 90s anime. I love it because it looks so cool. But when I tried to watch Perfect Blue with a friend, she didn't want to watch it because it looked ugly. So sad, because there really are some 90s to early 2000s treasures. A lot of people were commenting saying that they had similar experiences. A lot of people were saying how good Perfect Blue was, which I respect y'all. Perfect Blue is honestly such a good movie. So many people talking about how don't understand kids now because they don't want to watch something that looks ugly. A lot of people trash talking newer animations, how they're cut and paste. So many comments like that. I would suggest just looking at the comment and reading them. They're pretty funny. But from the sounds of it, a lot of the people that were commenting sounded like they were in their mid-20s to early 30s. I thought it would be kind of fun to make a video from the perspective of somebody who's younger. I'm 18, just so you know. I was born in 2002, and I thought that it would be fun to give you guys like my top 5 plus a little bit more, my top 5 recommendations from before 2000. Please note that I'm not going to include, or I'm going to try not to include, some really big names. There are some on this list. Don't worry, I'm going to mention a whole bunch of the bigger ones at the end. This is in no particular order. This is just my opinion, what I like. What I like, you guys may not like, which there's a 100% chance that there is going to be something that I have not seen. Please comment it down below. I would love to watch it. I would really like to get more into 90s anime. A lot of them were so exaggerated and funny. Yes, please comment them down below. I will definitely check them out. So yeah, if I miss a cult classic, please don't kill me. Let's just jump into it, I guess. And thank you, Joey, the anime man, for the video idea, because a lot of other people took the time to reply, and I actually really do appreciate it, because this video would not exist without all of you lovely people. So let's go. The first anime that I have to recommend this one. It's popular, and I know it, and it's just barely meets the 90s cut, but it looks very 90s. GTO, Great Teacher, Onizuka. I have to recommend this one. So this is a 43 episode anime that came out in 1999. The manga came out way before. I think there's around 25 volumes. I would love to get it. As you can see, I collect lots of manga, but I'm poor, and this manga is out of print and was published by Tokyo Pop, so like the volumes are like $50 a piece. So I'm probably never gonna get it. But hey, I did read it all digitally when I was in middle school. I watched this anime when I was way too young for it. But this is an amazing action anime that I absolutely love. There's comedy, there's violence, there's a lot in it. You could kind of say there's romance in it, but like not really. It's about a man named Eiichi Onizuka. He's age 22. He used to be the leader of a biker gang, but he quit, and he is trying to pursue his goal to become the best teacher in all of Japan. Can we see where this is going? Ex-biker gang leader becomes teacher for one of the most notoriously bad classes in the whole school. Onizuka, instead of teaching history, mostly focuses on having fun in the end, and kind of ends up teaching these kids some life lessons. Whether it's on purpose or not, we will never know. He's just one of the mysteries of Mr. Onizuka. This was a very funny series that I 100% say is not for children. There's a lot in this, okay? This anime does go over some more serious themes, even if it's covered up with comedy. Some people probably will find it triggering. I would say if you don't like the first 1 to 3 episodes, like if you're not digging it by episode 3, this show's probably not for you. It's one of my favorite anime personally, but yeah, I highly recommend GTO, or Great Teacher Onizuka. Next, we have to talk about the one that has started it all, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is a movie, and I know that many people have heard of it. If you are into horror anime or more psychological thrillers, you've probably heard of this movie. I think it's like an hour and a half long. It's not that scary. It's scary, but it's scary in a different sense, you know? I'm not very good at describing things. There was a YouTuber named Super Eyepatch Wolf, who I will link down below, but he made a really great video explaining why Perfect Blue is terrifying. So if you do get scared and you can't make it through the whole movie, just watch the video. He summarizes it up pretty well. I think he goes a little bit exaggerated on quite a few points. A pretty good video, so if you can't make it through the whole movie, I highly recommend just checking out that video if you're curious about it. Basically, the movie is about our perception on people and how we judge them off of their profiles. So like internet wise, you might feel like you know somebody really well based off of their profile. You've been following them for years on Instagram, on Twitch, but in reality you only know them from what they're showing you. So it kind of plays with this idea. Our main character is an idol who has decided to quit being an idol and pursue a career in acting. And of course, some of her fans are sad to see her go, but some are completely outraged because they see her as an idol. She's the cute girl. She's not the sexy girl in the movie, you know? There's like this whole theme of like stalking, but also the psychological thought of the main character really becoming who she is, trying to differ herself from the idol her and the real her, but there's an actor. And I think this anime has like aged really well. Its concept, the concept of we don't know people who are online based off of their profile kind of thing. The concept has only grown stronger. I don't know what to say. Like this is a notorious good anime. There is also a light novel that I believe came out before the anime that you can also read. I believe it's in English. I don't know what else to say. It's probably also not for children. So the next one that I would like to recommend is literally a personal favorite of mine, and that is Sorcerer Orphan. If you haven't heard of this one, I highly recommend you watch it, although I personally feel like the voice acting, both the English and the Japanese one, did not age too well. I actually prefer this one in dub rather than sub, just because, like, honest to God, the Japanese magic drives me nuts. I can't, no, please don't, stay away. Art style in this show is fucking badass. This show used to be on Netflix like forever ago, and that's when I first watched it, and I have to tell you, I've watched each episode at least 50 freaking times. Actually, I have like the last few episodes on DVD. So the concept for this anime, which came out in 1998, is about a young sorcerer named Orphan who is kind of off to save his teacher or master, his friend 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼. And 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼 had performed a ritual turning her into a dragon called the Bloody August, which, can I just say, this is the coolest freaking dragon I've ever seen in an anime show. Like, maybe it's just me, but I think this thing is fucking badass. I'm actually kind of scared to watch the newer Orphan series to see how they like recreated 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼, because I remember when I was younger thinking 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼 looked so freaking cool. Like, I don't want them to like destroy 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼. Basically, the first season is all about Orphan trying to save 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼 with his friends. There's also a season 2. This is what I love. I love when shows make a season 2, but it's like completely different from season 1, you know? Season 1's story arc ended. It's done. You can't continue it. So instead of trying to make some freaking excuse, bring 𝐻ヂ𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼 back, they just continue the story from like a different journey. So in season 2, I guess there's like an outrageous amount of monsters. So Orphan and his friends are trying to figure out where all these monsters are coming from. I probably watched the last 3 episodes, like the finale for this show, like 100 times because I thought it was so freaking cool. Like, this show is definitely, in my opinion, one of the cooler looking 90s anime that you can find. So the next one I put in, because I feel like the past 3 entries I put in were a bit more aimed towards men, and This one's just to show that I am too a sucker for romance, but I thought I would throw this one in just because this anime has me laughing on my ass so many times, questioning why the fuck I'm watching it. I'm gonna sound fucking crazy summarizing it. So this anime is called Marmalade Boy. Basically, it's about a girl named Miki and her parents on a trip to Hawaii without her met this couple, and her parents fell in love with this couple. Her mom fell in love with this couple, like the husband of this couple, and her dad fell in love with the wife of this couple. So they decide that they're going to divorce, remarry, and all live in the same house together. They also have a son. You see where this is going? This is a really, really funny anime. It kind of reminds me of 𝐻Ի𝒩𝒩𝒯𝒜𝐼. Then you'll probably like this one. They have very similar comedy. In my opinion, 76 episodes is a little long for this one. Please watch it. Let me know what you think. Let me know how cringy it was in the comments down below. Yeah, so my last recommendation is another movie, and it's probably also very popular and I just don't know it. It's a movie called Only Yesterday. It's a Ghibli movie. This one came out in 1991. This is literally like my favorite slice of life anime. So the story follows Taiko Okajima as she lives out her life basically. It shows her growing in school, first crushes, embarrassment, opportunities in life. There's this one part when you know, like in elementary school, how you get like the talk, you learn periods exist and that hormones are a thing and your body goes through changes. There's like a part in the movie where it kind of talks about that, and the boys in her class all get like grossed out and are like, oh my god, don't touch the girls or else you'll get a period. I can totally relate to this because there were like guys that did that in my school too. It's kind of like that cheese touch thing, if anybody remembers that. It's a really relatable movie. Like, it has points in it that are just very, very relatable. The movie follows Taiko as she's growing up until one day when she's an adult, she kind of realizes that she's bored with her desk job. So for the summer, she takes a break and she decides to hit the countryside. She works on a farm for the summer, which I can also relate to. I worked on my grandparents' honey and strawberry farm almost every summer when I was younger. I guess you could say that this movie has so many different scenarios in it that you're bound to relate to at least one of them, and I think that brings out the beauty in it. As the movie progresses, kind of shows her in her youth how you get choices in your life. You make choices, and sometimes you know you've made the right choice. Like, you definitely made the right choice. You had the opportunity and you took it. But then there's also choices in your life where you regret for a very long time, thinking over and over and over, did I make the right choice? And it kind of deals with scenarios like that. I really, really love. It's a beautiful movie, and I honestly think so many people should watch. No Ghibli fan that I have talked to knows of this movie. Not to say I'm a Ghibli fan, but I have watched all of the Ghibli movies, like all of them. It's on Canadian Netflix, so if you live in Canada, please watch it. If you don't live in Canada, use one of those snazzy VPNs and, I don't know, watch it. Like, Canada has like all of the Ghibli movies on it. You watch it for the beauty and the relatability. By the end of the movie, Taiko is kind of faced with this option, a life-changing option, like an opportunity, like it could slip away kind of opportunity, but at the same time she's like scared to grab it. So it kind of shows like the world's always changing, and to live your life to the fullest, you have to change with the world. You know, you may be happy with your life, but you can't just keep living your life like that or else it gets boring. It's a very beautiful movie in that regard, and I highly, highly recommend you guys watch it. And I'm rambling for like a really long time about it, and I don't explain things well, so I'm sorry if this makes literally no freaking sense. Okay, so now before y'all kill me, I have to give some mentions here of shows that you guys have to watch, or else I feel like every person in their 20s that watches animes are like gonna kill me. Here we go. Some other recommendations that I actually do recommend. Most of these would be Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop, which I didn't even know was from like the 90s. Like, it's aged really well. Berserk, which I freaking love too. Yu Yu Hakusho, Saint Tal, Slam Dunk, Rama 1/2, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and before y'all kill me, Serial Experiment Lane. I have mixed thoughts about that show. Anyway, I really hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. But yeah, I really hope you liked it. I have social medias. I do cosplay on my Instagram. I sometimes do Twitch. I've been really sick recently, so I haven't really been streaming much, which is sad. But yeah, I really hope you liked it. If there is a 90s show that I did not include in this video, please comment it below. I freaking love 90s anime. So please put them down below. There is a lot of 90s shows that I haven't watched, mainly because I grew up on like 2000 shows, guys. Give your girl a break here. You guys have a fantastic day, and I don't know what else to say. Guys, see ya!